Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 26 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of ATM9 Skies. Today I've done a few things off camera. I went flying around in the nether and collected a couple of blaze spawners from Apotheosis. Monster spawners, technically. So if you silk touch a spawner, you'll get the monster spawner. And luckily I could silk touch it using the exchanging gadget, so I did. So I've got two of them, so if I want, I can like drastically amp up the speed at which we're producing resources and stuff from here. So that should be fun. So I might, investigate that course of action today. What I'm also did was I found a wandering trader who had like a ridiculously cool looking amount of enchants on the sword, so I definitely traded that up. And what I wanna do is like disenchant all that stuff, get those dudes off of it. So like sharpness, life mending 5, unbreaking, scavenger, looting 5, all good stuff. I can put you away. Now I don't need life mending or unbreaking, but scavenger and looting 5 are kind of cool, right? And then I can disenchant my all-the-modium sword, or all-the-modium, depending on how you want to look at it. Sharpness 5 I won't need. Capturing I might want to keep, and looting 4. I'm suspecting that if I combine looting 5 and looting 4, I'm only going to get looting 5, so I don't think I'm going to do that, right? But I will want to hang on to capturing because I like that one, right? So sharpness 5 increases the damage. Scavenger, mobs may roll their loot tables twice, which is kind of sweet. Looting, obviously, we know what that does, and capturing, we know what that does. So now I should be able to enchant this dude up just a little bit. 27 experience levels. And that's a pretty fancy looking sword, right? Sharpness 9. Why did it do sharpness 9? That's interesting. Wasn't it 10? I thought it was 10. How did it do 9? Oh, well, I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. One level of sharpness ain't gonna make or break the awesomeness of that tool. Yeah, and you know what? Scavenger dropped down to 3. Interesting. Interesting. Wasn't Scavenger 5? Maybe those are the maxes, and like... Huh. Interesting. Okay. Okay. It's cool. Good to note. I'm guessing what happened is those are the max levels that the enchants can be natively, and the sword that I traded via the Wandering Trader had like modified stats. But since there's no book for 10, it went to 9, right? Meh. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It's all good. I also collected a bunch of reinforced slates, and I filled up my orb such that I have lots of LP in my soul network with my orb. I've got all kinds of different slates going on here. Everything's done. Like I've maxed out blood magic from what I can for now, which is awesome in my opinion because it means we get to do that thing where we get the saturated tau and whatnot. So what I want to do is make a ritual diviner. Okay, and then we want to make some ritual stones, right? So I do that, I'm gonna put you guys in here, and then I'm gonna do that. And then I upgrade this guy to a master ritual stone, and now we're cool. And that should be enough. And then for the ritual diviner, we need one each of these guys. And I'm just gonna bring them up in JEI here to find out if any of the recipes have changed. So we're gonna need a magma cream. Not a problem, I should be able to pull that off. And we're going to need gas tier is usually this one, yep, gas tier. And while I'm at it, should we make sure that gas tier is learned? Sweet. That's cool. And then, I mean, even though I have like a ton of them, still it doesn't hurt to EMC it, right? This one is lapis block. I want to see the last one is obsidian usually, right? For Earth? Yes, obsidian. Cool. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Easy peasy. And I upgraded the light thing to go when we're below 8.5 because the current tier that we're at, we're making tier 3 slates. We need higher values of life essence to combine it, right? Because a tier 3 slate requires 5,000. The tier 2 slate requires 2,000, and the tier 1 requires 1,000. So a total of 8,000 to convert stone into a tier 3 slate. So now my sensor is 8,500 millibuckets. Cool. So Ritual Diviner is going to be the thing with the thing, and that's cool. Okay, looking good. Sweet. I guess I could like. So this has been historically my like teleporty to other dimensions island. Now the multi-block ritual is going to be a little bit big, and I don't want it to be in the middle of this platform. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend this platform here. We just and then that, and then that, and then what I could do is look up in the book the ritual that I want. List of rituals. Pathway to the Endless Realm. That's the more expensive one, so that's not the one we want. Regeneration, Speed, Crusher. Edge of the Hidden Realm. That's what we want, right? That's why it was all the way at the end because I had already looked it up. I forgot that. So 80,000 LP to activate the ritual. I've got 150k, so we should be good there. It's all above the thing. So what I can do is just place down this dude. Edge of the Hidden Realm. Cool. Looks good to me. And it's using up my ritual stones, and now we should be good. And then I've got my weak activation crystal. We're ready to activate that dude. Hooray! And I don't think I need to keep these guys here. I think I can get rid of them if I want to. But I'll probably just leave them just for aesthetic purposes. And then we can right-click on this thing. Cool. So we get our first simple iron key, which, by the way, I think we can craft more of if we need to in the Hellfire Forge, which I haven't even done any Tardic gem stuff at all yet. And I probably should at some point, but we'll get there. But remember, the way this place works is it's a nice little dimension, and it generates when you use the key. So, like, if you break through this wall, it's not going to do nothing good. Oh, and there's a life essence in here, too. It's cool. So, like, when I right-click the key on the door here, you'll notice up on the map, it's going to open up. Cool. And then there's going to be stuff in here that you can do stuff with. And I'm going to be prepared to hunt mobs because it's a special... There we go, Tau Fruit. That's what I was looking for. And some nice, demon tools. Or a Tau Fruit. And I should be ready with you to put most of that away. And I shouldn't need my Ritual Diviner at this point. Or my Vulcanite Amulet. Sacrificial Knights, in fairness, I don't think I'll ever need again. So I'm just going to put that in the AE system, and then we should be cool. Oh, look, a thingy. See, I can get another. That do dirt. But look, I can exchange and get monster spawner. It's cool. Spawner Blaze, I will take you. The little chest here, I'll grab that. Now, as a reminder, when you're in a dimension like this, you don't have access to your saturation buff. So, don't forget to keep. Cool. Now, did I not get a key? I didn't get a key. Often you'll find keys inside the chests. But I didn't get one, did I? A little bit of a bummer. No extra key. Because I'm going to have to make one if I want to explore more of these rooms. That's okay. I got the Tau Fruit, which is really what I was after. So, all good. Okay. Now let's talk Tau Fruit. So what we're going to want to do is I'm thinking of ideas. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work. Is this doable? Eh? I have an idea. Could be cool. Okay. I'm going to set up over here. Exchanging gadget. And if I put a stasis chamber underneath this dirt. Oh, you're not the stasis chamber. There's your problem. I'm like, why can't I place this very simple? Oh, right. Show working area. Okay. Bigger than I thought it would be. That's cool. Do I have the stuff to make another flux point? I don't really. I need to get flux dust happening in an automated way. But not right this minute because I'm in the middle of something. I'm just going to make a bunch of flux dust. And call it a day. Easy peasy. So now, if I have this stasis dude... Now talk to me about cows. Can I summon cows using... Yes, I can. Sweet. Okay. I would like a cow. Okay. Do you see where I'm going with this? I don't know if you do. So you'll see in a minute. And I don't even know if I know where I'm going with this, but I hope I'm correct about it at least. So we're going to want some stone. Good, I have some. Hay bale. And one piece of hay is the catalyst, by the way. Leather. Grass. Bone meal. Dirt and clay block. Grass block. Okay. So stone. Where's my ritual thingy? Did I just move it down here? That's right. This ritual thingy. Okay. Stone. Mob imprisonment tool. So this should summon a cow. Hello, cow. Thank you. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're a stasis chamber. Stasis chamber does two things, right? It locks them in place, but I think it also keeps healing them over and over again. So I need you... Do I need you to be farmland? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, definitely being stasised. Let's put water there. Let's get a hoe. Healing? I think it's healing the cow, right? So, like, me growing it like that is definitely... There we go. Saturated Tau. That's cool. Thank you, Mr. Cow. That's kind of neat, right? I think I have a sheep in here, right? See? And the cow gets healed by the stasis chamber. I'm pretty sure the stasis chamber applies a healing effect. Now, obviously, me spamming growth is making them take damage faster than they normally would. But the stasis chamber is slowly healing them, which means that if I just let this sit here, they can A, not only not move, but like... Now, why didn't you saturated towel me? Interesting, Mr. Sheep. Doesn't seem to want to stay there. There we go. Is that cool? I don't want to kill the cow, because that's clearly working. I want to see... Oh, look, it did go saturated. Haha. Right? Cool, right? So as long as we don't grow it too quickly... He's getting close to being hurt. So I'm going to be patient for a sec. Which is very hard on that. I'm not used to being patient. Sweet. Okay. And then those three, right? And then that's your saturated towel farm. Never done saturated towel like that before. Just saying. Just saying. Came up with a new way to do saturated towel. Look, after what's probably like 13 or 14 years of playing Minecraft and mods, it is not easy to come up with new ways to do things. So I get very excited when I do it. I'm just saying. All right, so saturated towel can be used to make all kinds of cool stuff. But the main thing we want to get is weak blood shards, which require an arc recipe, right? So we're going to need alchemical reaction chamber and sanguine reverter. Okay. So you're going to need 2 imbued slates. As you can see, it's crafting a new one now. There's your arc dude. And then we want a sanguine reverter, which is a hellfire forge. So we do have to do the hellfire forge thing. So let's get ready to do a hellfire forge thing. So what I need from blood magic... Turn it off for a sec. I think when there's too many mobs there, it like hurts them all. And that's not ideal. I should get some kind of like mob counter thing. Because the other problem is when they're all hurt, they don't produce a lot of LP. Their LP is based on their current health. So if they're like mostly dead, then I get like no LP for them, and it's kind of a waste. That lever, by the way, is my current off switch. Yeah, I suspect if there's like too many entities there, I should get some kind of like entity counter. And like attach it so that it turns off the duplicator when there's too many entities. But we'll get there. So Sanguine Reverter needs this buddy over here. I might swap the position of these because I feel like with the locale of it, it'll be easier to access like that, right? Right. So I actually have some demon will that I collected from the dudes, right? So Sentient Sword is going to require no will, but we do need a petty tardic gem. And a petty tardic gem requires 1 will, gold, lapis, glass, and redstone. Gold, I'm going to make 3 of these. Lapis. Glass. And redstone. And if I put that in there, that should make the thing. Remember, I want 3 of them. Let me get an iron sword. I don't want to waste that though, right? I don't think so. And what I should also be able to do, a couple things that I'm going to do here. I'm going to combine these two. There's your sentient sword. And then I'm going to get sharpness 5. And looting 4, right? My old enchants. And we will apply them to this dude. Is that cool? Because remember, looting will give you better demon will drops. Okay. Now, if I drop this on the ground and pick it up, he should go into my thing. Okay. And the same for you. Now, if I want a tier 2 Tardic gem, I'm going to need 60 will in the thing. Right? And it requires to craft a tier 1. Put that in here in preparation for the craft. Right? And then while I'm at it, diamond, lapis, and redstone. Diamond, lapis, redstone. And we're getting will. Cool. So I can do that. Inventory a little bit, huh? Okay. And then this guy, you hold shift and right click and then do that. Cool. Now I'm going to want to upgrade him to a tier 2 because in order to get the Tardic tier 3, the common one, we are going to need a tier 2. So I should have gotten 2 lapis, diamond, and redstone. That's not a big deal. Okay. Well, enough, 66 of that. So it needs 60 in it, but it only uses 20. Which is something I always liked about the will production system. Like, I think that's cool. So to make it common now, we're going to need diamond, imbued slate, and block of gold. Right? So not reinforced, but imbued slate, diamond, and block of gold. Okay. And then once we have enough will, we need 240 minimum. Cool. So I'm going to do this off camera for a minute because it'll get a little bit boring, right? You guys aren't going to be too entertained by watching me do this for a long time. So I'll be back in a minute when it's done. All right, so that should be enough to get common, which is cool. And then we can drain you into the common. I'll put you in here for future use. Like, I probably want another common, but like the real thing I needed was the sanguine. So that needs a minimum of 350, consumes 30. I might just leave you in here for now because I will eventually need you, right? So to get this, we're going to need shears, any stone, imbued in iron. Shears, any stone, imbued in iron. Shears, any stone, imbued and iron ingot. Iron ingot, right? Yeah. Cool. So again, off camera, filling up Tardic gem. Be right back. All right, I think we're good here. Nice. Excellent. All right, you can go in my backpack, which is gonna have to get bigger at some point. And then you go in there with one of these, and that should be a blood shard. Woohoo! Which I can use to make large bloodstone bricks, which I can then use to make a tier 4 altar, right? So we're going to want to head over to the blood altar chapter and figure out exactly where these things need to live. Cool. Okay. So you're going to want to have some bricks. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Put them in there. Okay. Cool. And it doesn't have to be bricks, by the way. It can be any non-air block, if I remember correctly. But the caps definitely need to be large bloodstone. So like the progression is you have to have made bloodstone bricks by this point. And then we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4. So 28. Okay. Now, I'll obviously upgrade these at some point. I'll probably want some... I'm debating how I'm going to do this for this pack, because there's a couple ways you could do it. You could have, like, one, altar, or I might want to go the route of having 2 altars, like one dedicated to crafting, and one dedicated to generating life points, right? Because that could be fun. Now, it looks like somebody is going to need to move his wiring. Somebody named Direwolf. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, though. We just work around it. Ding! Tier 4 Blood Altar. Nice! Which means that you are now Tier 4. That is cool. If I want a Tier 4 Orb, the Master Blood Orb, that's going to be 40,000 LP with a weak Blood Shard. That's going to be a little bit hard to build up. But, luckily, we can get the Augment dudes. Rune of Capacity, right? Not Augmented, but regular Rune of Capacity. Oh, you know what? That only needs 1 intensity? That would be nice. We do need a lot of buckets, though. Now, if I were to come down here... I'll get 6 of them. And then the 7th. That'll get me an altar that can hold 24,000 LP. I'd like that to be a little bit higher, so I'm going to do that again. We'll get the last 7. And we'll do this, that, and the 6, and the 7th. What are you doing? Who's telling you to place like that? I don't know what mod it is that's doing that, like, weird placement thing. Okay, Tier 4, 38,000 LP. Good enough for me. Good enough for me, right? Now, to get to the Tier 4 slate, I think it's 15k more, right? Is that... Yeah, 15 plus 8 would be 23. So I'm going to go with like 30-ish, which is a lot of clicking. I can probably put my book away. In fact, it probably can go in. No, I'll just put it here. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. Let's probably wrap up the episode here. Okay. So I'm going to go up to like 30-ish LP before you decide that you have enough. And I really need to figure out why Control-Shift doesn't work, because it should. Clicking this so much harder and more annoying. Well, like I said, it's fixed in 121 at least. So in the next pack that I play, which will hopefully be 121, it'll be a little bit better. Yeah, definitely made some improvements to Laser IO in the newer versions of Minecraft. You know, overall, should be cool. But for now, I'm going to say it's wrapping up point. So let's wrap up the episode here. And when we come back next time, right, that's cool. That's cool. You're ready to go. Now what I could also do... let's get like 7 more sacrifice runes, right? Rune of sacrifice. 7 of these. And I'm not sure if the last 7 I'm going to want to do is speed or sacrifice, but we'll figure it out. Okay. So I'll get all these guys here. And then 1 more sacrifice. Yeah. So wrapping up point, I will refill stuff. And then the next thing we're going to want to do is get the tier 4 ritual. What happened to you, Alchemical Reaction Chamber? I don't know. But he ain't happy about something, is he? Nope. But yeah, we'll come back next episode. So we should be getting like 7,791. Yeah, not bad. Healthy amount of LP generation from each zombie that we take down. So yeah, when we come back next episode, I'll be able to automate this with rituals. However, before I can automate this with rituals, we're going to need to generate a whole bunch more slates, because I used most of the resources that I would use to generate and make stuff, getting all this ready. So I'll do that. You know what I can also do? I can turn this off for a sec. Well, let's get it to the point where it's below 30. Should happen now-ish, right? And then I'm going to get this filled up to like the max. That's pretty good. And then I can get my tier 4 orb at least, right? So for now, Adults, sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. We'll get this thing up and running. Fully automated, so we can use our life points to make the next tier of metal from all the modium. For now, Double20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. For now, take it easy.